In all the continents, we have our centers. The core lessons how to be positive in life, and also we guide others how to be positive. So today we have the one-day retreat, Game of Life, and in our dais we have our guest speaker and also our sister. In Kerala, we have centers all around the state in all districts. And in Trivandrum, we have around 25 centers in Trivandrum, and the director of the services of Brahma Kumaris in Trivandrum is Sister Minnie, and that is our sister here. She is a very mingling and very energetic sister, and she is our own sister, and I welcome her here. And we have our guest speaker today. He is from UK. He is Brother Prashant Kakode. Our sister will welcome him now to this dais and to this day.
എല്ലാവർക്കും നമസ്കാരം. നമ്മൾ പിന്നെ ഓം ശാന്തി പറയും. നമ്മുടെ ബ്രഹ്മകുമാരിസിന്റെ ഒരു ചടങ്ങാണ്. അങ്ങോട്ടും ഇങ്ങോട്ടും കാണുമ്പോൾ ഓം ശാന്തി എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. കാരണം നമ്മളെല്ലാം പീസ്ഫുൾ ആണ് ഉള്ളിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ. അതറിയിക്കുന്ന ഒരു മന്ത്രമാണ്. പിന്നെ എല്ലാവർക്കും ബായിയെ നമ്മൾ കണ്ടു. ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞാൽ ബായി 1950 മുതൽ UK-യിലുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ബ്രദറിനെ കണ്ടൊരു ശരിക്കും UK-കാരനായി. അവിടുത്തെ ആ സ്റ്റൈലിലാണ് ബ്രദറിന്റെ ലൈഫ്. എങ്ങനെ ഈ നോളജ് കിട്ടിയെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചാൽ, അത്ര ഈ യോഗി സ്റ്റൈലിലെ ജീവിതം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, ഇത്രയും ഡോക്ടറാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ബ്രദർ യോഗി സ്റ്റൈൽ ജീവിതം മാത്രമല്ല, വളരെ വലിയൊരു സർവീസിബിൾ ഹാൻഡാണ് ബ്രഹ്മകുമാരിസിന്റെ UK-യിലെ. ഒരു വളരെ വലിയൊരു പിന്നെ നമ്മൾ പറയും ഒരു ഗോഡ്ലി ഹാൻഡാണ്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈശ്വരന് ലഭിച്ച ഒരു ഹാൻഡാണ്. വളരെയധികം പേരെ ഇദ്ദേഹം പരിവർത്തനപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. വളരെയധികം പേർക്ക് ഒരുപാട് ബെനിഫിറ്റ് ഉണ്ടാക്കി കൊടുക്കുന്ന സർവീസ് ഒക്കെ ഇദ്ദേഹം ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ ഹൈദരാബാദിൽ നിന്ന് 7 ദിവസത്തെ ഒരു റിട്രീറ്റ്, ഹൈദരാബാദ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ റിട്രീറ്റ് സെന്റർ ഉണ്ട്, അവിടെ നടത്തിയിട്ട് വരികയാണ്. അതിന്റെ പേര് മൃതസഞ്ജീവിനി റിട്രീറ്റ് എന്നാണ്. അപ്പൊ അങ്ങനെ പിന്നെ ഓരോരോ കൺട്രീസിലും നമ്മളുടെ നാട്ടിലും ഒക്കെ, പക്ഷെ കേരളത്തിൽ ആദ്യമായിട്ടാണ് ഇങ്ങനെ. അപ്പൊ ഇത്രയും വലിയൊരു മഹാൻ ആത്മാവ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഒരു ഗ്രേറ്റ് സോളിനെ ലഭിച്ച നമ്മൾ ഓരോരുത്തരും നമുക്ക് നമ്മുടെ എല്ലാവരുടെയും ഭാഗത്തുനിന്ന് വളരെ ഹൃദയപൂർവ്വം ഞാൻ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. അതുപോലെ അടുത്ത നമ്മുടെ ഗസ്റ്റ് നിങ്ങളും എല്ലാവരുമാണ്. ശരിക്കും പറഞ്ഞ ആത്മീയത എന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞാൽ എനിക്കിത് ഇപ്രാവശ്യം ഇത് വളരെ വലിയ അതിശയമാണ്. കാരണം നമ്മൾ ജസ്റ്റ് ഈ പ്രോഗ്രാം തയ്യാറാക്കിയപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ വിചാരിച്ചു ഈ ഫുൾ ഡേ റിട്രീറ്റിനൊക്കെ ആരെങ്കിലും വരുമോ എന്തോ. നമ്മളിപ്പോഴും 1 hour പ്രോഗ്രാം, 2 hours പ്രോഗ്രാം അതൊക്കെ വെക്കുക. നമ്മളുടെ റെഗുലർ മെമ്പേഴ്സിന് നമ്മൾ 2 days 3 days ഒക്കെ റിട്രീറ്റ് വെക്കാറുണ്ട്. ഞങ്ങളുടെ മെയിൻ ബ്രാഞ്ച് പള്ളിച്ചെല്ലുണ്ട്, അവിടെ വെക്കാറുണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ പുറമെ നിന്നുള്ള ഡെലിഗേറ്റ്സിനെ ഒരു ഫുൾ ഡേ റിട്രീറ്റ് ഞങ്ങൾ ഇതുവരെ ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല. കാരണം ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് വിശ്വാസമില്ലായിരുന്നു ഇത്രയും പേര് ഫുൾ ഡേ ഇരിക്കുമോ എന്ന്. പക്ഷേ അങ്ങനെ വരണമെങ്കിൽ എത്ര ആത്മീയത നിങ്ങളുടെ ഉള്ളിൽ കാണും. ഇതൊക്കെ കേൾക്കാനും അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇതെല്ലാം ഒന്ന് ഉള്ളിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിലേക്ക് നിറയ്ക്കാനും ഒക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് താല്പര്യം ഉണ്ടാവും. അതുകൊണ്ടാണല്ലോ വന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് അത്രയും താല്പര്യമുള്ള, അത്രയും ഉന്മേഷോത്സാഹമുള്ള ശ്രേഷ്ഠരായ ആത്മാക്കളായ നിങ്ങളെ ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ ഹൃദയത്തിൽ നിന്നും ഈശ്വരീയ വിശ്വവിദ്യാലയത്തിന്റെ പേരിലും സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. പിന്നെ നമുക്കിനി കൂടുതൽ കേൾക്കാനുള്ളത് സാറിൽ നിന്നാണ്, ഡോക്ടർ പ്രശാന്ത് ഭായി നിന്നാണ്. അടുത്തത് നമുക്ക് പ്രശാന്ത് ഭായിയുടെ ഇൻട്രൊഡക്ഷനും കേൾക്കാം. ഓം ശാന്തി.
So, our guest speaker, brother, certain books are like In Search of Truth and Making Sense, various medical institutions, including WHO, Spirituality and Health. and he has organized and conducted many retreats for doctors, medical colleges, and also UN in Geneva. And currently, as well as he is running his own workshop of the Center. You're welcome here, brother. Thank you so much. I invite sister, brother, and brother baby John to light the villa.
Hello and good morning. It's a great pleasure to be in Trivandrum. It is the first time in this state and in this city, and meet friends, otherwise meet at different places ordinarily. This subject. And we got quite a time to discuss this. The whole area of spirituality, why are we interested in this spirituality? Why have we come here today? You would like to tell me one reason why we come here and why are we interested in this whole subject? The answer is we are looking for happiness. Agree? And this is such a deep drive for us. I know that pursuit for happiness is absolute. So much so that even as you enter the hall, which seat you sit and you choose, you are thinking what will make you happy, whether to sit at the back or left or right. Agree? As you come out of this, whether you can turn left or right, you are thinking what will make you happy. So this is a deep need of ours and nothing wrong with that. It is, we want to be happy, and spirituality also is thinking of happiness. Just that it is at another level. At present, everyone is looking for this happiness, and there is so much idea of progress and achievements, but statistics shows that we are not really achieving fulfillment. This is the observation. Happiness is not what we were hoping to get. On the contrary, some other conditions like stress and worries and depressions are increasing. And this is nicely described in one story with Socrates. You want to hear the story with Socrates? Once one young man comes to Socrates and asks him, should I get married? He didn't want to take a decision so lightly, that just getting married, So he asked the wisest man of that time. And Socrates thought for a while, and then he answered, truly it doesn't matter, because you will suffer in either case. And that describes our present mindset and our attitude to life. Regardless of our achievement, success, progress, our inner programming is in different direction. Understand, no? So even in the last 60 years, many countries and many cities, and I would imagine even our state of Kerala, there is prosperity in the last 60 years. In some places, prosperity is more than 8 times. Like kind of life our grandparents led and the life led by now, there is difference. Agree? Are we 8 times more happy? In fact, statistics shows that we are 4 times more depressed, statistically, in many countries. There is 30 times more violence, 200 times more teenage addictions. This is roughly around the same in many places, many countries. 7 times more cirrhosis of liver, which means people are drinking more. So the big question that comes in the medical world, and they use the word failure of success. So to have prosperity is success. All the governments, they are trying to achieve more money, more prosperity. To achieve technology is success. Science is success. Freedom is success. And you achieve all this, and now they say that there's something else going wrong. The mind is wrong. People are having problem. Young generation is worse than the older generation. 4 times more problems in the age group up to 15 than those who are above 15. So all the parents want to have a good future, want to give good future to the children. And what we are observing is there is something going in a wrong direction. And it is nice to understand this. That's where spirituality comes in. I'll be using the screen and let us see if the technology works from here. Greatly appreciate the efforts by the clever team from here. Can you see something there? So that's not bad, it is working. So we'll come to this page again after a while. So here we are trying to understand our world, and it is good to see the big map. If I am to see the big map of this city, then you can know the shortcuts and you know where you are going. It is always the experience. If someone looks at a map before going, he saves time. If he has not seen the map, then he could be going in circles and waste more time. So let us see the big map of our physical world. And if I am to see the big map of the physical world, the whole physical world will look like, how will it look like? This box is representing the physical world. Am I okay? Let us say everything that exists in the physical world is represented by this box. So in this box are people, are in this box are places, our cities in this box. Everything that you can touch, see is in this box. And I want to ask you one question first. Imagine one airline, it writes in their brochure that it is unpredictable. Airline up front, it tells it is unpredictable. Whether it will depart, whether it will arrive on time, whether it will be there, no guarantee of anything, and they won't inform you of anything. Whole thing is unpredictable. Is it a problem? Yeah? If the airline is unpredictable, is it a problem? Yes? I feel it is not a problem if I don't buy the tickets from that airline. Agree? It's a problem only if I become dependent on that airline, then it's a problem. If I am not dependent, then one day the airline, I can hear the news and be amused by it. They are very honest, they tell upfront, and those who can handle it, they will engage with that airline. Now this box comes with the label, it is unpredictable. Understand? Agree? This world, it comes with an upfront label, it is unpredictable. It comes with another label, everything there has an end. Nothing is permanent in that box. And another word it comes with is everything is changing. It is changing in front of our eyes. Nothing is permanent, nothing stays the same. At one time I was sitting at the back, I am sitting here, things are changing. This planet is moving in space. Do you know at what speed this planet is moving in space? Make a guess.
26,000 kilometers. That's a cloud.
Right, yes, it is something like this. In other words, 30 kilometers per second. This sort of speed we are moving through space. You knew this, that we all are zooming at this speed all the time. So everything is changing. It has an end and it is unpredictable. Now just like the airline, only if you become dependent, it becomes a problem. If you remain free, there is peace, there is happiness. This box, has anyone created dependency? Have you created dependency in this box? In different ways we create dependencies, and it is up to us how dependent we become on this. It is up to us. So it is possible one person creates goes on creating, more and more the mind in different ways. Each time I use the word my to something, I am becoming dependent on it. So I feel I can lose it and it upsets me. Sign of dependency is you will be affected by it. If things change, you will be bothered. And this is like the biggest area, for everyone. Spiritual message is, essence of it is this: become free. Don't be dependent on anything. Try and see if you can remain free from things. More you are free, like this airline, more you are free, emotionally free, psychologically free, greater is your happiness. In this world, what is the idea of the prison? Prison means just you are not having freedom. Your freedom is restricted. That is the biggest punishment in many countries in this world. So here, someone comes in this world, and how dependent you become, it is our choice. And let us say a person starts using the word my to something here. And what emotion comes with the word my? And I like you to engage, feel free to interact. And so the moment the word my is used, what emotion comes with it?
I.
That's right, nice. And another? Possessive. You feel possessive. What else? Attachment. Selfish. And another emotion that comes with it is fear. Fear of losing it. You saw me when we first came in here, I was very happy. Now I feel this is mine. Understand, na? I got reason, I touched it before you, so this is mine. And with that little fear comes, because she is coming closer and closer. So there is a little fear, I may be losing this. And we don't like this fear. We don't like the feeling of insecurity. And how do I address this fear? How do I address this insecure feeling? I say, maybe I should have one more. That will be a good backup. If I lose one, there is another one. Yeah, so I got two. Problem solved. Now I can lose two. So my clever answer is have more. That is how we find ourselves in this spiral. More. And we are getting trapped in that unpredictable box more and more as a result. Everyone on this planet is on that downward spiral at the moment. Something so simple for us to observe. Everyone is in the downward spiral. If the person is at this end of the spiral, greater is the misery. If he is at this end, less is the misery. The only reason for the sorrow in the world is this spiral. Understand? Not this big statement. That's why we said, if you are free, if you remain free from these bondages, if you are remaining free from that, there is happiness. If you become dependent on it, there is unhappiness. This box, how free you remain from it, it will create happiness. If you become dependent, it will create unhappiness. I'll give you one example, and this is an example of a child, some 6-year-old child. And once we had a gathering, in someone's house, small gathering, some 10, 15 people, but some parents came with children, and children were in the garden at the back, they are playing. And at some point I went back to see what is happening in the garden. Go to see one boy, Alexander, he's crying. He's lying on the grass, with his legs and hand in the air and crying. So I asked his mother what happened. And the story was that the host family brought out a toy for Alexander to play. Alexander liked the toy. It became my toy. But I got into that spiral, mine. And then he told his mother, I want to take this toy home. And mother said, no, we can't take it home, but you play. So now he lost this toy, It is not just insecure, he lost the toy. So he was upset by this. He cried. And then when it was time to go home, he went home crying. He did not play with the toy. The toy was in front of him. He did not play. He cried. Am I clear? Are adults very different to Alexander? Just the toys are different. If we are in that spiral, we are doing exactly the same thing. We create these our bondages, and then we feel we have lost, or we feel we are. With the mindset we speak of, we create a mindset of a victim. The moment we get into this spiral, we feel we are potentially victims. Like Alexander felt he was a victim. He came happy, he got a toy, and he goes home as a victim. He lost. Someone deprived him of the beautiful toy that he had. Am I clear? And this is not because of the world outside, because of our mindset, how we approach this world. We had another boy, his name was Adam. And if Adam was given a toy like this, he would get other children also play with that toy. Understand, no? He sort of enjoys and he gets other. When it is time to go home, there are toys at home to play with. And another time there are no toys, he would play with the stones and he will play with the sticks. Another time there are nothing to play with, he would say, I've been playing all the time. Now let me have some silence. Let me enjoy time with mummy. And a sensible child enjoys life. Whereas the person who goes in that spiral, he can't enjoy the toy that is in front of him. Can you see this? Same, we are talking about the psychology, human psychology. It is the same with all of us. More we go in that spiral, we can't enjoy things that are in front of us. If we were to be out of this spiral, we enjoy life. Now, you want to say anything, add anything? One question for you. Is it possible to be in this world, to be with people, to be with the job, to be with the money, and not be in that spiral? Is it possible? Not possible?
Yes.
To be in this world and not to use the word "my" to anything.
Very difficult.
Difficult? Like say, to have children, to have money, to have your, idli, and no word "my" to anything. Is it possible? Yes? How? Those who say yes, how?
Teach the mind.
Mind.
Teach the mind.
Right.
Or train the mind.
It's nice. Yes, very good. Any other? Is it possible to be in this world and not be in that spiral at all?
It's possible, provided you don't attach it with that. Which means you should keep a detachment.
Detachment.
Don't get attached with it.
Yes.
Don't claim the ownership. The honor is different. I am just a servant.
Nice. Say it again.
You have to ability to control your mind.
To control the mind. Perfect. Very good. Now let us see another example. Right now we are in this place. You all are in this place. We are using things. I'm using many things and so many things. 2 bottles here, and I'm using all this is in front. Table. I'm using all these things. But when it is time to go, I am not going to miss anything. Which means there is no dependency on anything. If we are told for some reason we have to choose, we are moving to another place, to a different wall, not this wall but a different place, we all are free to go to the other place. Agree? Maybe few hours, but we are having no bondage, even though we are fully involved. How did we manage this? We are fully involved and at the same time free. How did we manage? Detachment. Yes, agreed, but how did that detachment become easy?
Many people think it's not possible.
Not possible, but here how did it become easy? Just for this 1 hour, 2 hours. How did it become easy?
It is temporary.
It is temporary. That is why we knew beforehand it is temporary. We knew beforehand of the exit. We knew beforehand that we are here and you already got some engagements after this. You are going to do something else, so we know we are here for a few hours, 2 hours, 4 hours, and then we have an exit. And when this exit is very clear, it becomes strange to go in this downward spiral. We don't want to do something silly, because now it is clear we are going, and I don't want to, and I won't take anything with me. So internally, you become free from that dependency. In other words, you were aware that you are a guest. You are aware that you are a guest in this place for few hours and you have an exit that helped you remain free. And when we are free, we are secure.